Excuse me.
Pawn to cleric 4.
Puke sting.
No time to waste.
I'll be a big ol'.
On my way. us mortals be. Let's light them up. Fleet of foot. I barely can catch my breath. No hesitation.
An ode for you, Oda, mayhaps.
No surrender.
Last board is set. Onward. No time to waste. Still breathing, despite everything.
That's funny. Yeah, I gotta rush to that choke point. Kind of like the first time I played this battle. Definitely was after this time, but it's like every movement is definitely crucial. Fun fight though, for sure. Okay. I mean, I think you just gotta head straight for it.
Find a route.
Tempest I will raise. With haste. 2 steps at a time.
Seems like the best way. With haste.
Yeah, I was like a bit above. I was like B average. What I graduate with, like 3.2. It's pretty fun. I mean, you know me, borderline addicted to challenge. I'm trying to get them all here, and then hold a choke point with like Cloud of Daggers. I'm getting better at like making the grease pile from Will or Gale, and I need to make another one here soon.
Knees high.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for, you've been doing some good work this year. And you got a new kitty? I'm sure your kitty is saying the same thing. Both of them. Oh, I think I only have one alchemist fire, but yeah, it would be good here too. I could just check my item. I still have to get used to that you can swap around items during a fight. That's really good. Yeah, I think I used my last alchemist fire. That's really funny. Yeah, the high energy kitty cat. I've been there. I'm not just talking about Pancake and Onyx. You know, Ember had some energy. Ember was always pretty laid back, honestly. When I think about Ember, she never was like a jittery kitty cat. Ember always had like a calm nature to her. But we had a cat named Mew for a few years, for a while, at my mom's other, other house before, she married Alan. And we actually had to give that cat away because it turns out that she's basically like a farm cat, and she's supposed to be going through the fields at night looking for mice and rats and stuff. So she would run around all the time. And I remember one time John and Ryan stayed over, and she was tugging on Ryan's hair while he was sleeping. So yeah, it definitely... We gave her some chances, but then we realized that, oh, she's not an indoor cat at all. Okay, so this guy... Yeah. It's like, my brother's cat. He's literally, like a shepherd dog. And so if he doesn't have a lot of room like outside to run around, he'll just run around like a small apartment room or something. So
It shall be done.
ooh, that was a good shot. Yeah, it was a good house. My mom took a daring risk with that one. We got it in 2008 as I was entering 8th grade. And yeah, a lot of good memories there. I drive by it all the time because my dad doesn't live far from it. And yeah, it's very nostalgic. I walked to middle school my last year there. I actually lived between Ryan and John for a few years before John moved, and then Ryan. And then eventually, yeah, my mom moved too. But yeah, there was a nice sweet spot for a few years where I literally lived between John and Ryan, walking distance, and we just all meet up and play games and stuff. Oh. My character's, had like a tree trap. Okay. Interesting.
Survival is all that matters.
Do like... I bet that's a concentration spell.
Under their noses.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to... See, I don't know if sneak's gonna work because they're one mercenary guy. He like auto detects you right when you warp in. I wonder if you could... I wonder if... Yeah, basically the goal is the party starts here. I'm just trying to get to this choke point. Because if I get to this choke point, Gale can do like the cloud of daggers right here. I did it on the first fight, it was really good, but I gotta protect Gale. Oh, it's really tough? Okay. Gotcha. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering if I could warp around instead. Let me look at the terrain here. You know, you're right, and there is, like, literally... let me look. If that is in jumping distance, this almost looks purposeful. Oh, it's a close call. That would be such a good spot to... you could sacrifice some health if I could get the party to jump down here and take the ladder, because you know, holding this choke point's really big. Yeah, I'm gonna take fall damage. Yeah, Niall told me about there's like scrolls where you could float. But the fact that I'm spending so much time, you know, the bridge is also a choke point. I feel like I could hold them at the bridge. Okay. Yeah, if I don't win this, I'll try it from that angle. Okay, so we're rev up those fryers. Oh yeah, small rest. Oh, that's true, that's true. Yeah, I gotta get used to how often I can use rests like that. Oh, really? Yeah, I've yet to have I've had some enemies push, but yeah, I wasn't really thinking much about them pushing me off a cliff. She's nuts. Last broadcast, I didn't realize that she has like inherently high pushing, and I won the fight in there, one of the last fights in there, by just pushing a bunch of enemies off into the chasm. It was nuts. Like in that environment, that's like borderline OP. Not in a bad way. Like that's kind of like I knew like that was the appeal to this game, is you find like these OP combinations, and the game wants you to like find stuff like that. So take advantage of your terrain. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so let's try this.
Other things on my mind, thanks.
Yeah, so you can't. Yeah, I can't warp as long as this guy detects us. Boop bop, boop bop. Is there any other fast way? And she can go right to the ladder.
Close ranks.
Pretty fast.
way.
I honestly like never used dash, so I like completely forgot about it last fight. Yeah, that does help right there. Isn't that a pretty bad British term? Oh. Okay, excuse me. Stop chewing ice. It's bad for your teeth. Now, who is mounted where? We will do. Lord will do this.
Coming through.
Blood comes easy these days.
Okay, I got one of these.
Have to keep going.
Crush the bull back! Is it nice and juicy?
In position.
Even hell gag on your bedeviled stench.
Oh, hey. Okay, first. Oh, I missed it.
move.
I need your help.
I wonder if the gods are watching me.
Heading out.
May it please, Mistra.
This isn't good.
Some oil over here.
this is a risk. I wonder if I can get just in. You know, you can do another fire actually. Now that I realize that. Like right here.
Certainly.
Thank you.
Certainly.
Yeah, I gotta get Will out of that spot pretty fast. And I gotta stop chewing ice. Scratch. Game time. I'm actually gonna go over here and use my acid breath. So I'll get here.
2 steps at a time.
Alright, Karlak. It's go time. Say bye-bye.
Oh wow, that's an interesting shot. Yeah, we're gonna do this again. Very good spell. I already knew that. Like, it's like one of the. It's like the first time I learned about this spell. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And then my brother was like, oh, it's really good. And then like I knew it was already pretty cool. Cloud of Daggers, obviously, first time you're trying to get used to all of his spells initially, Gale's. But then after, I was like, oh yeah, that seems like a pretty good spell. And then my brother's like, oh, I use it all the time. And I thought more about like just how it can hold choke points. I was like, oh yeah, that's so effective. So keep Gale back here. Like that, that really is a choke point. That's like, it's like 5 sticky bombs always on right there. Gale's basically demo man this fight.
One day I'll catch a break.
Put 'em up.
There we go, yeah. This guy's items.
Jimmy on the go.
Actually, she needs to be a bit up here because she has the Sentinel ability.
Destroyer.
Okay, we can. So there's 3 enemies left. There's this guy. I don't know if Gale has the range to put grease here without being hit by his own vortex of death. Boop it a boppy. You know what we'll do? Actually, see if I have the range here. Yeah, nice.
On the victor's path.
Okay, we got 2 enemies left. Okay. I think the other guy went up here, right? Oh, there he is. Oh, okay, the warlock. Interesting. Like that. I have to get in range though. Yeah, just out of range. So for now, stick here. Keep scratching.
This is my happy place.
Boop boop bop. I wonder if there's like a nook and
Aye, aye.
hold on. I wonder if this guy's in like shot range. Ooh, it's really close. I can get up here, start making shots. That's true. Okay. Alright, so
One can't always be a gentleman.
yeah, so this might. Actually, I still want to keep Gale back here because of this. Don't do that, yeah.
With ease.
Wait, yeah, hold on. We don't want you in the. I don't want him in the up front. I don't want to lose concentration. So just move back here.
That favors the fearless.
Okay, we'll say and Will slowly over here. Maybe start shooting some arrows at that warlock guy. Interesting. Yeah, they're not making moves. Now, do I have the range is the question. No. Yeah, just out of the range. Yeah, the second I cross over, I feel like they're gonna do so much damage. I see the risk being as I could easily die if I just send like my character there. I'll do this though. I'll make sure that the chat didn't freeze like last time. That was just an interesting glitch. Hopefully it's just like a rare thing. Okay, good. Boop ba ba. I'm just using Scratch to. Scratch is really good at reviving your teammates. It's pretty fast, so I'll keep doing that. Alright. I think they're just not gonna move till we get closer. So it does give me time. That's pretty nice. I just gotta think about this properly.
Battle of wits.
It could be this. Let me, see if I can antagonize him a bit. Yeah. I'm glad that the last two enemies are not making moves right now. It gives me time. You know, like in any strategy game, time is very valuable. I think that's just a PvP thing in general. Time is great to have, so definitely taking advantage of it right now.
This is my time.
So they're just out of arrow range. I'm gonna hope that the ghost hand I just summoned might provoke them. Especially how one of the enemies is that the guard Gurgan. Yeah. Boop, bop, boop. I will just stay right here. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, now he's moving. Hey, what's up? Okay, hey. Alright. I should get down. Or like, yeah, my character should get down. Now is this gonna hit him? No, no. How about slightly drunk? I wonder if that's a factor for that Phantasmal Force music spell. Or song. Phantasmal Force song. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's go down, because now they're shooting at me. And my character. Boop, bop, boop. And then I will hang out here. For my character will do that. Oh, okay. Because he has so much health. I was actually surprised Phantasmal Force had such a high rate to hit him. So, it's very interesting. I'm keeping Scratch here too. I mean, honestly, I'm just waiting for them to run through a cloud of daggers. We're basically gonna... It's gonna be kind of like an ambush. I'll do this. Actually, I wonder if I can get a shot in. Yeah.
I speak, they burn.
Okay. Yeah, chip damage. I like this spell a lot. Just do this right now. Yep. And then definitely keep Will back, or Gale back
This is my
for
time.
concentration. Okay. Let's definitely stay close to her for the Sentinel ability. Okay, he's coming up here. That's interesting. Is he gonna jump? Oh, okay. Warlock Blast. Yeah, it reminds me of like Sonic Boom in Pokemon. It just does like a fixed set of damage, but early game actually early game it's broken. But because it's fixed, late game it doesn't do a lot of damage. So I wonder if Magic Missile's like that. It's really good right now. Good range. It seems like it pierces through defenses.
Very well.
Yeah, I need to shoot this Warlock guy. Or try this. Yeah. Go back here. Alright, Scratch. I'm still gonna... Yeah, I kept them hiding. Now, I actually like that tech because... Or I like that strategy because he only has 5 HP, but he's so fast that, like, if you can hide, the second one of your teammates goes down, Scratch just quickly, like, gets them back up. So,
Let's
we'll
get
do
the fire,
that.
baby.
Oh, wow, 7 charges. Yeah, I believe you. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, there's some chip damage, and we'll keep her here.
Dice roll in my favor.
I don't know if I'm in range for Frost, so we'll find out.
Into the fray. Of course.
Okay.
This is my time.
And then, yeah, another arrow.
Might will prevail.
Alright. So, Guard Gurgan's left. Slightly drunk, 39 health. Is he gonna stay there again? I think it's part of him being drunk, right? I still got acid breath, or poison breath. Okay. It's good to keep poison breath in case this guy gets really close. Keep scratch there.
No word.
Is he in range? Ooh, yeah.
Let me recite their demise.
Oh, he's so tall that his hurt box lets you peek that spell. That's pretty cool. I like stuff like that. I like hurt box. I like that there's like a YXZ plane with hurt boxes and stuff in this game. I like that.
On the victor's path. Let my enemies fall.
Yeah, you did, but you can tell me again. Because as I learned more about this game, there's some crazy customization options you can do. Also, is this guy not able to get through the choke? Do you think he's so big he can't fit through this choke point? Because he's just kind of dabbling around, but he can't get in, and he doesn't have any ranged weapons, from what I've seen. That's pretty nuts. I did not make this choke point with that in mind, but that'd be a nice bonus, for sure. It's interesting. Might get in the way. I'm gonna save this just in case he gets really close.
Smell blood.
Whoa! I didn't know you could drop a backpack and then all the stuff in the backpack reacts to how you hit it. I really shouldn't be surprised at this point with this game, but that's crazy player customization. That's really cool.
Battle favors the fearless.
Okay, he's chucking a rock. Alright, scratch. There you go. Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I've said this before, that's how I went after designing Highlander. Is I want people to break my game, but see, I want you to work for it. But if you work for it, that's the beauty of it. And it happened at the last tournament. You know, Greg and Vance were back, and there were some crazy combos. But I was like, oh yeah, but they worked for it. And they're like, oh yeah, just like it's that. I think that is a very good sweet spot in game design. Is don't brush off your players. You know how people will treat their audience as stupid. Get your audience to be creative, push your game, and have them find crazy stuff, you know? But not just like a blunt, omni, brawl meta knight, this is over-dominant from the get-go, you know? There really is a design sweet spot. You got 2 health?
Death is but a word away. No holding back.
Yeah, I don't think this guy is gonna make it through the choke point. Just by his hurt box. That's pretty funny.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
That's so funny. Yeah, I feel like I've been feeling like a lot of my fights I'm like under armored or leveled. But see, I'm so borderline addicted to the challenge. I'm like, let's go again, let's go again, let's go again, you know? What can I try differently?
Let's have a peek inside.
Yeah, Gale's Cloud of Daggers is really strong. I like that it can hurt you and your teammates though. So you can't just like throw it wherever and think there won't be repercussions. You do have to plan for it. So how many camps do I have? Okay. Yeah, I already went through that whole building. This is the post. Oh, this guy's still around? This is like the post version. That's why when I came back, they're all attacking me now. Because we already went in there and defeated like the leaders and stuff. I think I have to go back in there though. There's like one thing I need to get. Yeah. Now I wonder in this party state, do I do 2 short rests or do I just go to camp? I think I have a lot of supplies. I got a lot of supplies. Oh, you did? Yeah, I was playing like Bard, or my character was doing Bard music and they were like paying me and stuff. It was really funny. Yeah, I didn't make enemies with them until that one shaman delusional lady was like, oh, let me show you out back, and she basically tries to take you to the woodshed to kill you, and you're like, oh, well, her cell. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Gale kind of fired off all cylinders, basically. Okay. I also need to re-randomize my team, because this was like a save. This fight was on the save from last time. I always randomize my team. It's fun. Okay, I'll be right back. You like the Pokemon score there? Right now I have it on just one text, so hold on. TRK did well today. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, so I don't know if you're still here, Lasagna, but I was picking up that Gale is literally like Pooh from Earthbound. It's like, I think the game is kind of being like, oh, be careful how often you use your psychic power. Now, Pooh has PK Starstorm and all these crazy PSI attacks, but manage your psychic power well. But once you find the outlet, aka like, what, a hospital, like a house, a hotel, and like the butterflies, yeah, it's like what you just said. Take Gale to camp, refresh, damage, crazy abilities all over the place. I mean, look how many like kills he got just from having like the cloud of daggers, but also I'm getting better at using grease. I mean, when I first was using Gale, you know, I thought grease was like, grease looks like a very specific utility spell, but the first time I used grease on fire, I was like, oh my gosh, how many of these fortresses have fire? You know, it's like, this is pretty good. Well, Will was getting some kills because he has that ability, that rebuke, where he like shouts back. He's just one-shotting goblins that hit him. It was nuts. Okay, so is anyone to talk to? Get rest. Oh, really? Speaking of armor, I still haven't figured out, like, is there like a convenience store where I can get pajamas? Like, I guess this is technically default pajamas. See this? Homely clothes. But, you know, where... Oh. I do this? No, that's like the adventure. I feel like there is pajamas, right? Or is this the pajamas? Are these the pajamas, right? These are the default. So I'm guessing when you get to like a city, there's gonna be like a pajama store. There you go. There you go.
Very well. I need a quick word.
Something the matter?
No, wait, why did she say... Why does she have a text chat? Or is that... I'm trying to get this down too. I thought maybe blue means they want to talk to you. I'm trying to get the two down. I know one of them is that.
Hey, yeah.
Hello.
Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints.
Oh, okay. I thought it was color too. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it's just that, you know, like he's green, she's blue. So I was trying to figure out what that. Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Better not be cursed.
Alright, what's the TV show episode tonight? Darth Vader shows up?
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now. You haven't been using the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You thought Nettie might be able to help you in the Druid's Grove. But all she did was reaffirm the danger. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. I have kept a careful watch on the movements of the cult. Though the Absolute's aims are not yet clear to me, its methods are. These parasites are more than illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you. I have powers of my own. Unique powers. But know that we are alike. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go. No, I can handle this. For now. The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. Follow the cultists' trail. They will lead you to their masters. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
A fine camp you have here. My apologies for showing up unannounced. I am Halsin, first druid of the Emerald Grove, and I owe you my thanks. If you hadn't killed the leaders of that goblin horde, the grove would be no more. I am in your debt. Don't worry, I'm not here just to sing your praises. I believe I can help with your tadpole. I sensed what was done to you from afar. Now let me confirm it. I need to know exactly what we're dealing with. Oak, Father, preserve you, child. You're infected, aren't you? The Mind Flayer's spawn. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute, like the True Souls do. How is this possible? Perhaps. But I wouldn't want to place all my faith in blind luck. I was right to seek you out. You're after a cure for this parasite. There's a chokehold of magic, binding the creature to you. Any efforts to remove it would almost certainly kill you. Or worse. No. This is different. Altered. But I believe I know where answers can be found. Moonrise Towers. That place is where the cultists send their captives. Innocents go in. True souls come out. It has to be the source of this magic. Be glad it did. Or you'd be a true soul by now. If we can get to Moonrise and understand just what this magic is, then perhaps we can rid you of this parasite. It's immensely powerful, whatever it is. Strong enough to slow Ceramorphosis to a crawl. Luckily, that gives you more time.
At last, a cure is in reach. To the towers, then, where the moonlight will lend way to a new dawn.
An ancient citadel, abandoned for years, and for very good reason, until these cultists took over. Wait, please. There's more. The whole region around Moonrise is shrouded in a curse. A shadow curse. For years now, this curse has consumed all light and life. It spits out only darkness and despair. Few survive long. Those who do are transformed by the curse. It is not a place to venture into lightly. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers. Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a path to Moonrise Towers, bypassing the worst of the Shadow Curse. You'll need to pick it up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in the Temple of Selûne. One of the adventurers had a clue to help find it. A dwarf called Brian. It might still be found on his corpse, wherever the goblins left it. The decision is yours, but I'd favor the Underdark. Even a place like that is the lesser evil compared to the shadow-cursed lands. Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. Unfinished business. It seems our fates have aligned. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her. I'm glad you approve. I do not truly care if you approve, but I am glad. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thormund, dark justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet, if I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection. Indeed. We've quite the journey ahead of us.
Alright, let me roll some dice. Alright. So. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll bring him along as a default. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's see. Okay.
Another visit from the Golden Paladin. It said we'll get the answers we need about the tadpole if we infiltrate the cult. Indeed. Oh, come on. You don't mean that. Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
I had another dream last night. The visitor came to me and ordered me to penetrate the heart of the very cult that's spreading the infection. It gave me a tadpole gift too, just like it did the first time it appeared. I suppose it hoped this would help. At first, I thought we should avoid these gifts no matter what advantage we gain. And yet, I can't help recall the words of my father. The best plan is the one that works. These powers could be enough to edge us towards victory. Then we do well to walk around it. Use these powers sparingly, if you must use them at all. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when things were warming up.
I've been dreaming of our enigmatic visitor again. She told me our purpose was to take on this cult of the Absolute, to infiltrate its ranks and bring it down from the inside. She even offered me greater powers, the result of some manipulation of the tadpole's psionic abilities. Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see no harm in considering the benefit this offer might afford us. Could be the only way to reach this source in one piece. I admire the vigor with which you uphold your principles, but I would remind you that the evils of the Absolute are far greater than any moral compromise we might make by using our tadpole's full potential. Your confidence in our existing capabilities is quite rousing, though. Perhaps that spirited enthusiasm will be strength enough to subdue the cult when the time comes. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Oakfather's blessings to you. I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say. Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books, but I can find all the wisdom they contain out here firsthand. Is that so? Well, nature does abhor waste. I will keep watch, thank you. I had a feeling time in your company would prove fruitful.
So he just joins later then?
Another dream. Another order from that dubious visitor. It announced that we will find the answers we seek in the Absolute Cultist's lair, and offered another generous gift. A persuasive creature. It tempts us with power, expresses its admiration, its adoration. Avert your eyes whenever it appears, and do not avail yourself of this new power, no matter how alluring. You've no idea what damage it could do to us, how far into illithid madness it could drag us. Yes, the one truth that fell out of its cankered lips. There will come a battle, but it will be one with swords, not mind games born of brainworms. It is done.
I had another visit from that dream figure. I take it you did too. It claims that if we infiltrate the heart of the cult that's giving out these parasites, we'll find the answers we're looking for. It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me. On the one hand, you're right. On the other, don't be so wet behind the ears. Did you actually want something, or are you just here to spoil my fun? Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Okay, I need to do one more reroll. Boop it a boppy. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Got it.
I had another dream. Which, I suppose, means you did as well. Whoever's reaching out to us truly does seem opposed to the Absolute, but wants us to embrace the tadpole. Venture right into the heart of the cult. Perhaps we truly have a secret protector. Or we're walking into a trap.
All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
This guy dance? I do. Thank you. Oh my gosh. The game just spawns a bunch of death noises. And like the ragdoll wave.
Let's have a look.
Oh my gosh.
Statue of Seluna. This ruin must have been dedicated to her.
Okay, where was that bard?
Bet that'll fit in my pack.
It was just take the whole shish kebab. I don't want the meat to go bad. To feed bad people. Rothe ribs. I know what pork belly is. I don't know what rothe is. Dwarf? Does it say dwarf leg? Dwarf belly? That's like... Dwarf leg? So if I... Oh, this is all... So... Can you, like... First off, dwarf meat? I'm talking the Lord of the Rings dwarfs. It's like eating a person. And second off, throw in the... Can you throw? Just like food in general? I assume that there's like creatures that would fall for that. Yeah, I answered my own question. I bet there's like a bait and punish. I guess I just realized, yeah, if you... Oh. Where is he? Is the bard here? I just realized, yeah, because the shop owner tries to fight you. Oh.
Something the matter?
Oops. So this is considered stealing? In front of who? Like the evil goblins? I don't know where the bard went. Because I already went through inside. I actually need to go back in there one more time. Check one last thing.
Looks empty. Anything of use?
dedications. What happened, I wonder?
Huh. That's right. Any way to get up there? I guess this.
Better be cautious. Light on my feet.
Looks like the booze got the better of them. They're practically unconscious.
Ooh, already. I've never used him in battle yet.
Take two.
I will ascend.
He tripped. Oh no, that's Shadowheart. Alright.
Let's have some fun.
Time to strike. I will ascend. Hatazeth.
On my way. What's hiding here?
Welcome, rest.
Got to move.
The dance macabre. This will do nicely.
Love limb of a lecherous lich.
No time to waste.
Slow down.
Have to keep going.
Let's turn someone inside out. Time to move.
Than a 10-ton target.
Still on my feet.
Let's do this.
I missed this. On my way.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Chill runs down your spine. Lady Shah's twin and nemesis, the moon goddess Seluna, was once worshipped here. Yet this place clearly fell to ruins long before goblins infested it. Perhaps due to the dark justiciars you found signs of. No matter. The truth will be revealed in time. You silently offer a prayer to Shah and her glory.
Huh. Yeah, I never
Breathe
had
deep
Shadowheart here.
and move.
I'm gonna do one more fight to call it a night. Oh, this might be it.
Here's the guard you killed will not go unavenged.
It's interesting. I wonder how many goblins were left here. Or if that's like programs where there's gonna be like a revenge goblin every time you enter.
Step quick.
I'll go to camp real quick because I know camp is a bit different here, and sadly Will died.
Something good here, I hope.
So we'll see if he has dialogue for this location, and then we'll call it a night. Oh, I gotta sell this stuff too. Maybe next time.
How do people do this all day?
What's up for discussion?
You wish to speak? It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow-cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better.
Well met. Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist, brave as Baldur and stubborn as a deep Rothay, daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance. Yes and no. Father taught me the 4 pillars of power: courage, insight, strategy, justice. He reckoned I'd follow in his footsteps. First as a fist marshal, then as a duke. Vanquish evil, maintain order, save the world. But a duke makes bedfellows with more monsters than he slays. Father called it diplomacy. I called it hypocrisy. In the frontiers, there is no posturing, no diplomacy. I slay monsters. I don't consort with them. Even if I might look like one.
Alright, guys. Let's save. That'll be it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I am doing a New Year's show tomorrow. Delayed to 7 p.m., but it's TF2 all night. We'll be in the Uncle Topia Chicago server, so 11:59. I'm going to make sure to tell the server, oh, shoot up flare guns, grenades, and rockets in the air. Should be pretty fun. So I will see you then if you stick around tomorrow. But thanks for tuning in. As always, drive safe out there. You know, make it a good rest of the year for sure. Do that. You know, I think some people, you know, it's funny, people forget about the resolutions by like what, April. There's no focus on April's Fool's Day. If you had a good resolution and you think you can't achieve it in a day, you know what you should do instead? Go message or call like one of your family members. Like I now we live in a world where you can instant message your mom, dad, grandma. So that's what I mean. You don't have to call them, but I've been learning the past even just few years that, I mean, before the internet, you know, that sadly was a trope of like your grandparents saying, "Oh, I wish they would call," but they don't want to impose. You know, that there's a reason that's kind of a trope. Yeah, if you know what, if you don't if you don't remember a resolution you could finish tomorrow, maybe message grandma, grandpa, yeah, or dad. So, all right. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.